Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As I have my Salt Supply S2, um, this by far is my favorite less lethal, even over my Burner. But one thing I don't, I'm not a fan of is the hitting of the butt type of thing. Um, yeah, I know you could take that so many ways, joke wise, but Um, I could do it for this because I trust this about 85% of the time. But as I just experienced, um, I had this in there and I hit it, but it didn't, puncture all the way, so I can hear a little bit of gas. And that this is my beef about all less lethal weapons. Is that I need it to be 95% of the time reliable. Like it has to do what it needs to do um, to um, to defend. Um, yes, I got my lethal, but God knows I don't want to shoot that, especially unless I really, really have to. And legally, you don't want that headache. By far, you want to use less lethal and go from there. We don't want to really use, lethal force. We really, I know I don't. The older I get, to realize life is so precious. You don't want to. I don't want to. At one time, I used to be all this and that. I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. Um, that's just how I feel these days. Um, Life is too short, and I don't want. But I'm not stupid and naive. To think that people is not going to do damage or try to hurt you. If you sometimes you have to show people that you are not the one to mess with. And it's not only if it was just me, that's different. But it's me and my family, my, and that's a whole lot more. So when I maneuver any place, I take my gun bag. I got knife, tasers, pepper spray, pepper ball, my 22 LR, sometimes my 9, depending on the situation. But at the end of the day, I don't want to. I don't want to, but we live in a society that if you want to or not, some people just gonna give you problems, and you just gotta deal with it head on. But you want to explore all legal ramification first. And 90% of people is ego. 90% of people problems is ego. It's we have ego problems, and you know, but you got to have something to nothing. But I like the burner loadout. I don't get me wrong. I like the front loading of the Salt Supply. I like the front loading of this. With the burner, you try and put the balls in, you can touch it and it. But this is pretty. You have to really go into that niche to get that Salt Supply. Um, but overall, I don't like the butt. Um, there's so many jokes I can go with that. I don't like the butt or the stock or whatever you want to call this of less lethal. I can do it. Um, Now the saber I have down here, I absolutely hate the twisting, like it's like some Nerf gun or something. I don't. When time is on your not on your side, you want to boom, boom, you know, boom, boom. If you muscle memory that, you can get good at it. But I don't have that type of time. So Um, less lethal wise, I prefer, you know, the burner method where I just pierce it and go. Um, but I understand cost effective and stuff like that. I think Umres has a new one I saw on Turn of the Arms channel. I can't think of the name, but I saw it. It's something, and it's supposed to be shooting out 19 joules. And it's not bad price at 22, but 6 balls. I don't like anything where I got to take the balls and load it in. I like to swap out magazines. That's the best way. If I had that type of weapon, I would load it majority pepper ball, and then maybe a few kinetics just to make them think. But what do you think? All right, guys, have a good one.